boy broke his arm and the bone went all the way up and
Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back, teachers. Today we are going to learn some important skills you need to be college and career ready in the 21st century. Please read the content objective loud with me.
Understand the special role of listening and speaking in K-5 literacy.
We will be doing a close read from Appendix A in the Common Core State Standards. Please read and highlight a key idea in the article. You have 4 minutes. Ready? Begin. Before we share our key ideas, I would like to remind you of our norms for collaborative conversations. Listen carefully and make eye contact. Share and provide evidence. Build on each other's ideas. Ask questions to clarify meaning. Agree or disagree respectfully. Challenge the idea, not the person. And speak loudly and clearly. Who would like to share a key idea from the reading?
I highlighted the first sentence that says, if literacy levels are to improve, the aims of the English language art classrooms, especially in the earliest grades, must include oral language.
I agree with Alexis. I'd like to build upon his idea and say the conversation needs to be purposeful. We need to keep the big idea in mind as we read.
The key idea that I highlighted is oral language development precedes and is the foundation for written language development. As a writer, it helps if I can orally rehearse for my flea map before I write my ideas down on my paper.
Figure number 14 illustrates the idea.
It's a receptive language such as listening and reading is important, but it is the expressive language such as speaking and writing where I get to take my ideas and put them in my own words.
With expressive language, I can use my life experiences and background knowledge to understand new ideas from my perspective.
It's also the way I remember new information.
As you know, close reads are multiple reads for multiple perspectives. This time I would like Alexis and Abigail to read it from the perspective of how it helps children in the early grades, and I would like Juan and Claudia to read it from the perspective of how it helps children in the upper grades. So, what did you learn about students in the younger grades?
I learned that young children who have many opportunities to listen to and speak the language have better reading comprehension.
So do you mean reading the lower grades should not focus on decoding alone?
Yes, let me clarify that. As a younger child, it helped to hear the teacher read out loud so I could focus on the main ideas.
Is that true for the upper grades as well?
Yes. Reading out loud to students in the upper grades is still important, but it should enrich what I have read by myself.
As an English language learner, I need to discuss what we have just read. All students in the upper grades deserve access to the best curriculum.
Teachers, I hope that Appendix A and our student discussion gave you a window into how students learn. Now we've got a few more days of vacation left. But before we go, we thought you should know that we think
Santa and the teachers roll!